What's up, guys? Ryan Borden here. Today you're going to learn how to make $1,000 a day, but more importantly, how to do it at light speed, even if you're a beginner. So this bot that's running in the background here, we'll get to that. But before I do that, I want to show you just what's possible. So here is just one of the things we're going to look at today. And this is the Jasper Partner Program. We can see that we have payouts that look like this. We've got 2,000, 2,000, 3,000. There's some months that are even 4,000 every single month. And this is all reoccurring. So how does that work? Well, before we get too far into this, I actually want to show you that I actually have live classes. We just got done with one here a little while ago, Chase and I, and you can go to fortunebots.com and sign up and get in the live classes. They're every Tuesday and every Thursday, along with some other days that may be impromptu, complete with homework to guide you along the way and a certification at the end. So how can you earn $1,000 a day at light speed? Well, the first thing we actually need is a checklist to help us out. And we can get the checklist by going to scarytoolbots.com. What this checklist is it is a list of all of the places that you can utilize to earn money from. So oftentimes when people are starting out, they don't have a product to sell of their own. If you do, that's great. If you want to sell services, you can do that. But this is a list of places that have an affiliate. And the top tool is ours. So I want to show you a different one. So Jasper is the one we just saw. We can click here and we can go to the partner affiliate program. So when you go to most of these sites, scroll down to the bottom. At the bottom, you will see affiliate partners or something along the lines of affiliate, right? Once you click that, you can go here and you can apply to be a partner. In Jasper, you get 30% for the life of the customer. So 30% of everybody that signs up, and every single month you get it. And so that is where we saw here, where we're actually logged in here, and we can see that the current unpaid earnings is, and it just changed while we were there, is $4,500 for this upcoming month, right? And so this is what you can earn. So back in the day when I first started doing affiliate stuff, it was actually in the late 90s. I was trying to figure stuff out and I was frustrated because I needed money, right? And so needing money is obviously a frustrating thing. And then trying to earn it and not really understanding how to earn it, that's really frustrating because you feel like you're hitting your head against the wall and you're just not good enough is what I felt like. And I can't figure it out. What I did was I tried and I would try different things and I was selling inkjet cartridges back then, and I would try to sell them and promote them. Social media didn't even exist, so I couldn't use that. I was trying to sell them through email and I was trying to sell them on websites, doing SEO and different things. But what happened was I was able to turn it around and start doing it because I found some manual processes, but now there's actually bots that can do all the manual processes that I was using and make it even faster for you to do that. So the way you would do that with a bot to accelerate what I figured out how to do manually is you would grab your affiliate link and we'd set up a redirect. I don't have time to go over that right now. It is important, but I'm just going to show you what would happen here if I go into the bot and set it up. I cover the redirects in the fortunebots.com class. So we need a subject. Are you still in business? And then we need a message, right? So let me put a message in here. So I just made up a message here. Have you seen this insane, and I did not spell insane correctly, insane AI that writes for you for your Facebook page, right? Because a lot of businesses understand that they need to have a Facebook page, but they don't know what to do with it, right? So putting up content obviously is a key thing. And so basically you're helping them solve a problem because they already know they have a problem of not putting up content, but they don't know what to write. And they don't have time to write it. So now you're giving them the time and making it easy for them because AI writes it. And then you put in your affiliate link. Actually, you'd put in the redirect link, but I'm just going to put this in here as a test. And then I just made up a name, Casper, and I've got my compliance stuff, which we talk about in the class. In fact, that's what we talked about today is compliance. And so if you're in the class, go watch the replay if you didn't, because it's important. And once we're done with this, now we need to run it. Now, to understand this, you really have to understand that what this bot is doing is it's going out there and it's automating something you can do, right? So as I said, I had manual processes. So you can actually go out and go to a bunch of businesses and contact them on their contact page. If we wanted to market to roofers, for example, let's just have a look here and go to Google because roofers are busy. They're going to want an AI writing tool, right? So roofers, I'm in here in Detroit. So roofers, Detroit, Michigan, I can find someone, and let's just roll down here to get a nice roofer and go here. Let's see if they have a contact form, and they have a request a quote form, or here's contact. Let's try that. All right. So I can put in my name, put in my phone number, put in my email address, and this would be my message, which I put into the bot, which says, you know, have you seen this insane AI writing tool? And then I would put in my link, right? I can submit that. And I can do that one by one by one by one by one by one. You know, you can go through Google here and then go into each one and click on it. And then I can go to the next, there's like 100 listings here. And then I can go through all those, and I can go to the next page and just keep going. Actually, it's just keep going, going. You get the point, right? And so we can go on forever, and this will take all day. In fact, in the video yesterday, I figured out that in a few clicks, the bot could do 38 weeks worth of work. Like if I worked 8 hours a day for 38 weeks, I could do the same work that the bot can do in a matter of a few clicks, right? So, but what about the bot? There's a lot going on here, right? And there is, you know, it takes a little time to learn it. That's why we have the classes at Fortune Bots. And so when I was back doing this, years ago, the first automation bots I used was 12 years ago in 2010. I had the manual process and I found the automation, right? But I didn't really know what I was doing. So I was pushing a bunch of buttons and hoping for the best. I didn't understand the settings, like what is happening here. And I felt frustrated. I felt a little bit out of control. Like I felt like uncertain because I'm pushing all these buttons, but I don't really know what they're doing or if it's going to work. And sometimes it would and sometimes it wouldn't. And so that left me just kind of working through. I knew I needed the automation because I knew it would make it faster than doing it by hand, but I was kind of stuck. And the way that I turned it around was I actually just had to work through it and put in hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, literally thousands of hours over the past 12 years working with different bots and automation systems so that I could learn everything to be able to do it. Now, you don't have to do that because we make it so easy in the classes. That's why it's really, the people today were saying how awesome it was and how excited they are at the progress we're making, because in the fortunebots.com classes that are live every Tuesday and Thursday, I break it down and show you what I've learned in thousands of hours, except we do it in a 45-minute session. So, and I break it really far down because I can shortcut the whole process. So you don't have to be an expert to be able to understand it, and it doesn't cost tons of money to do this sort of stuff either. In fact, you actually make tons of money, as we saw with the Jasper. So now we can actually speed this up as well. That's what we're working on right now in the classes. So for class members, we have a service section where you can actually buy lists. And so normally the process here is I need to get that list we saw on Google of all the roofers. So the way I would do that is I would go here and I would select all of these, or rather I went ahead and deleted them. I meant to say delete all of these, not select all of these. And I would add in my keyword, which is roofers, right? Roofers, Detroit, Michigan. Now this has to go out, and I'll show you. And it's going to go out there and start finding all of those, which works, you know, and it will work, but you can see it's busy thinking right now and it's taking a while, and it's still going to be faster than by hand. But I'm going to go ahead and actually stop this. We still haven't even got anything here. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and just import a list of URLs. So that's what the light speed part is, because used to this would take me a lot of time. When I did it by hand, I'd have to go through Google, grab all those URLs out and put them in an Excel spreadsheet, right? When I was trying to figure out how to do this, I spent hundreds of hours of time figuring out the tools. And when I used to do this, I just get frustrated because I spend my lunch hour and my mornings and my evenings and my days off and my vacations. I literally would schedule vacation and take a week off from AT&T when I worked at the time. And it would be like my full-time week. I was excited because I got to work for myself, which was great, but it still was so much time that I spent doing it. And even inside of the bots, there's still a lot of time lost because it still has to go out there and scrape everything off of the web. And that just means get all the list of URLs off of Google. And then it has to filter through them all, and it has to find the ones that has contact forms. and that sort of stuff. And so when I was in the position where I didn't have a lot of time and I needed to earn a lot of money, the way that I turned that around is to create a list that I could use over and over again. And I sell those lists for the students of fortunebots.com. We're actually selling those so we can turn up the bot to light speed, basically. So let me show you what that looks like. If we load in the list from the file here, and I'm just going to pick a list here and load it in. That'll take just a moment. So it's loaded in 749,000 pre-filtered URLs. So this 749,000 is worth about 7.5 million high quality top level domains of means like a .com domain. So I had to take 7 to 10 million actual domains, scan them all, and boil this down to 750,000 pre-filtered URLs, and watch what happens. So this is the light speed part. This is how we turn up the bot. So even inside of automation, you can automate the automation, right? So here we go, send the message, and it's going to take, a few seconds to prepare here, and it's just finishing up. So it's going to start cranking away, and we're going to see under the sent column here, this is the messages that it is sent. So remember, we went and we looked at an actual website where we could type in all the information and start sending those messages. And as this gears up here, it's already sent 4 or 5 while we're talking. And this is going to pick up steam here. It's still kind of in its initialization stage, and it's going to go lightning fast. So if we kind of look at everything on the whole and recap this, basically we had our checklist where we went to Scary Toolbots and we looked at how we can take Jasper and plug that into a bot and start making money with that. And the other thing is you can do is go down through this whole list of tools and utilize and make money from all these, because these all have affiliate programs. That's why they're in this list. So you can actually go and promote every single one of these with the tool. So that's how we can actually make money instead of spending money. And then the bot is going to do this, and you don't have to be an expert to run the bots, because at fortunebots.com live classes, I'm going to teach you how to do it and break it down step by step. And we can then take and supercharge the bot to light speed, and we can see it's already sent 50 messages just while I was telling you about the process again. And this one up here is at 225,000 messages. And so they're running simultaneously. So actually sending messages here and sending messages here, as you can see, at the exact same time so we're doing multiple campaigns at once. And what this really means is that you can, number 4 here is the classes. So with the classes at fortunebots.com, what it means is that you can make money without having to be an expert and without having to spend a bunch of time. You got to spend a little time. It's going to take some effort. You got to go to the classes where you can watch the replays and do the homework, which is a setup. If you don't want to do the setup, that's fine too. In yesterday's video, I talked about how we will do the setup for you, which is, again, another automation that kind of helps you because it speeds up the process. So you can go and watch yesterday's video. Basically, you don't have to be an expert. It doesn't take a ton of time. It just takes some time and effort, and you don't have to spend a ton of money. You actually can make money. And you can do all that by going to fortunebots.com. Just enter your email address here, and then we can get started in the classes and show up to the classes or watch the replays if you prefer. And we're going to help you get started on your path to earning money, and you can earn with the affiliate products like that. Or if you want, we're going to show you how to sell services in there. If you have your own products, you can do that. If you're already running a business, it works. If you are a total beginner, it works. In every country, in every language, it works. So the system works for everything. So that's how you can make $1,000 a day as a complete beginner without having to spend a ton of money, be an expert, or without taking tons of time to do it. Just go to fortunebots.com, and I will see you on the inside at the next class. And until then, happy money making.